I remember being 12 years old, and the day my mother took me to the doctor, him explaining to her that I had attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. I was put on drugs, and that was the beginning of the downturn in my life. I remember being in a haze. The drugs just made the days go by faster and faster. By the time I was 13, I started hearing voices. This voice telling me, kill yourself, kill, kill, kill. These voices weren't the sound of my own conscience. You know that voice you hear in your head when you think to yourself? This was different. It had this hissing tone to it, like, kills, kill. I told my mom and dad, went to doctors, but they only gave me more medicine. That's when things got worse. The voices stopped. But then things started showing themselves to me. Shadows out of the corner of my eye. Then full-blown shadows. Different eye colors, white, yellow, red. I know I sound crazy, but they would talk to me, not in words, but through textbooks. I would find things in my textbook highlighted, sentences that were combined to make paragraphs, some of them telling me things about people I knew. Imagine being 13 and a half years old and being told that your mom had a boyfriend, that she kept condoms in her car under the spare tire, and when you went to look, they were there. Learning that the librarian at your school was a pedophile, and he kept kiddie porn and a copy of Alice in Wonderland right on his desk. Then sneaking into his office during General Assembly, and the photos are actually inside of that book. I just couldn't take it anymore, so I stopped taking the medicines. Then the voices returned. Kill them all. The situation got so bad that I refused to even open a book, but then I got in trouble with my parents because I wasn't doing my homework. And I was forced to open my textbooks. Inside, it told me where I could find the gun. First in Barone Street, behind the dumpster. I went there and I found it. Next, throughout my textbook, a name was highlighted. William Ellis. Will Ellis. William Ellis. Will Ellis. It told me that Will Ellis was molesting his stepdaughter, a girl 9 years old. Skip school. Find him. Skip school. Go to his house. So I did. When I arrived, it was just as the book told me. Looking through the window, there they were. Her nude body, him doing unspeakable things to this little girl. Kill him, the voice said. Kill him. I tried to resist. Believe me, I did, but it was the fear. Not my fear, her fear. The look on her face, fear bleeding from her eyes. Body drops, shakes, wiggles, blood spills, filling the floor. Then her nude frame running away. The voices returned. Walk, don't run. Walk, don't run. Take the gun back to the dumpster. Wipe it clean, put it back. Go back to school. They don't know you're gone. When I get back to school, no one was looking for me. Over time, these voices became my best friends. To be clear, I'm 30 years old now. The voices are still here. And anytime I open a book, they give me information. The only difference is, I know who it is now. His name is Osi. He makes me wise in all things, including things about you who are listening to the story. Your fears, your deepest, darkest secrets, they're known. I know them. I know your heart. And pray that you and I never, ever meet. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Dark Waters. I'm leaving this particular story here on YouTube. It ain't even coming over to my website because of demonic activity associated with it, and that happened while I was trying to record it. All kind of stuff went haywire. My advice to you listening to the story is, now that you've heard it, say some prayers, protect yourself. When I say hashtag real over fake, I mean it. Like, real stories that have real consequences, because we talk about real entities that affect people's lives. This gentleman I've spoken to a number of times, I would say he's probably one of the most psychotic people that I've ever spoken to on the phone. For some reason, he's taken a liking to me. And I don't think I have anything to worry about, but I do know that everything he's saying is real, and I know that this entity that he's talking about is his entity. Like, it's him. They're one. So be careful. That's all I can tell you. I keep my head strong. I advise that you do the same thing. If you don't, then you probably shouldn't have never even listened to this. Peace.